Jesse. It's 9 a.m. on What's up, Market Cybers? Good morning. This is Jesse. Put in the comments, let me know how your weekend went. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. And also, the first part of this, whether you're joining live or you're on the replay crew, type in the comments that, what asset you want me to chart. The first 15 to 30 minutes, I'm going to go through some charts and answer questions and stuff. But then the last 15 to 30 minutes of the live stream, whatever comments that you type in for, type in the symbol, the asset, and the asset class. So just in case I don't have it on the watch list of the Sniper Top 40, then I'll be able to search for it fairly quickly, and we'll be able to do it live. So it'll be better for the replay crew, and it'll be easier in everyone for the live crew as well. So Brent Campbell, ETH, yeah. If you can see it on my chart, I know it's pretty small. We'll dive in. We'll open up the chart a little bit bigger, but ETH is second on the list, Brent. So we're definitely going to do that. We're going to go through Bitcoin, starting off Ethereum, DOT, Solana, Litecoin, ADA, Matic. So we're going to go through a little bit more crypto today. Why? Because some of them are have a buy signal. Some have a buy signal. Some are a pending buy signal. And some of them look like they're lagging behind, like they're going to have, that they're going to potentially have a pending buy signal in the near future. So Bitcoin's leading the way, and we'll take a look at that. As you see on the charts, already hit target 2 so far. Aldo, can we do Rune? We missed it on Friday. Yeah, sure. We'll do Rune. Okay, we'll do that one. Bitcoin and MSC. Is that MSCI World Index, Doc? So I'm okay, or MSCL possibly. Brazil on with Jesse. Bubble Donkey. Yeah, what's up, Bubble Donkey? Awesome name. Emmanuel, what's up, Emmanuel? Update of Sol and OP. Yeah, so Solana again is fourth on the list. We're gonna go through those first. So that's the top 7 right there on the watch list. And then OP, yeah, we could do OP for you. Awesome. Well, we might as well jump right in. It's already 9:04 a.m. and let's do it. Let's make the chart a little bit bigger this time. And let's see. Let's share this real quick. Don't forget to share. This is how everyone does it, right? Like, repost, throw in a comment, right? 1, 2. It definitely helps us out. So, okay. So starting with Bitcoin, we're going to do the quick recap. I like to always kind of do the quick recap of what we've been talking about, what we talked about on the last live stream, what we talked about on Tuesday's video update of Bitcoin. Basically, every day that we've been covering Bitcoin, this has been playing out very closely to the way we had it mapped out. Even going back to up here when we were expecting a breakdown and that price would come down and hit the 200-week moving average, possibly. It's never a guarantee. And then, possibly, hitting more targets, which it did. I removed the bigger targets based off the weekly chart, just to kind of like keep the chart a little bit cleaner, right? Otherwise, the chart can get really messy. So I'll be able to know, and a lot of the snipers in the Discord will be able to know what I'm talking about. But for purposes of like, if you're newer to the channel, then if I have too many things going on the chart, then it's going to be a very messy chart. So, the quick recap, prices up here. We're talking about prices coming back down, retracing. Once price was going sideways, had that quick pump up and a reversal back down. we're calling out that there was bullish divergence, right? And after the bullish divergence, there's a reversal candle. So the more we get into this, yes, MXWO, MSCI World Index. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. The more details, the better, especially for search purposes, because I'm not watching every single crypto. I'm not watching every single stock. So the more details you can put in there, obviously if it's on the regular watch list, I know Ethereum and I know Bitcoin and Google and NVIDIA and all that stuff, right? So, but if you're watching something that I'm not, it just helps for search purposes. So we had that bullish divergence followed by the reversal candle. And then we had a daily close back above the trending line. And then, of course, the buy signal after that. The trending line started to curl back up. And, about this time, on this wick, this candle, I start to see comments, right? This always happens. If you're thinking that the snipers are wrong or hoping that they are wrong, I always see those comments, before it's, they're a little early, right? And I used to engage a lot more like 2 years ago, and I would say just wait and see, and I'd be a little smug about it or whatever, but I don't really have time for that anymore. So I just stay hyper focused and continue to move forward. But I saw those comments, is the pending buy is the buy signal still valid, right? I see those and they're like, they put like a winky face or a winky emoji or whatever, and try to catch you. They're always trying to catch you. So whether they're trying to prove something that you're wrong, and continue to be on the wrong side of the snipers, or they just don't believe yet. Maybe there's just not enough time that you've been following the snipers, and then you've been around. So I challenge you to, if you're new, to study what we're doing and pay attention, and we may be able to help you. We may be able to change your mind. So anyways, get back to it. So we have, let's put on RSI, right? So we've got on the RSI sharpshooter indicator telling us that there's bullish divergence. So this green line is automatically telling us that, hey, there is bullish divergence on Bitcoin forming. There is bullish divergence back here, price pumped up. Then there's continued bullish divergence, right? So continued bullish divergence. And now that we've added the reversal candle based off of RSI and a couple other things, I'm really liking more and more. The more I study back this, and before rolling this out and before putting this on the indicator, I studied and back tested and I'm not going away from it. So I added it to the indicator, and I like it more and more. So once it's been coded in visually, I could watch it, on the chart, but then once it's been added to the actual indicator, it's just easier to kind of spot. And so I'm liking it more and more. So bullish divergence followed by reversal candle, just as there was bearish divergence followed by the reversal candle, right? So those are two recent examples of it working out, right, on Bitcoin. So the daily chart after the buy signal, it consolidated for 3 days, right? Consolidated. And, that's when I was talking about, it had a quick move up, and maybe it's going to let the moving averages catch up. Maybe it's going to let the RSI EMA catch up. Maybe it's going to let the trending line catch up. And that's basically what it's doing. It can retrace back to the downside, or it could consolidate sideways before the next move up. So now, target 1 had been hit, and now today target 2 has been hit. So what we've been talking about even before the move was that, I'm just going to draw, a trend line like this, right? So what we were talking about is this potential is that price comes down, hits some targets, finds support, bounces whatever target it finally hits and then rolls back over, right? And this is all based off, before it broke down, this is all based off of um, silver and gold looked very similar. So we were watching it as, is this a potential, right? Like, could we see price break down to hit some targets? It did. It hit 2 targets to the downside. This is the 3rd target. Now price has retraced and has hit 2 targets so far. And if you were to draw this out back here, it got very close. If not, it got very close to hitting this area. So it seems like, and obviously none of this is financial advice, but it seems like this 3rd target will be hit, and then we'll see if price rolls over after that. The 4th target is on here for a reason, and it's because when there's 2 major targets that I like, I make a target box, right? So these target boxes are based off of, at least 2 major sniper tools that we use coming together, right? So we'll see if, stacking those probabilities is in our favor. So we're going to see if price comes up and hits target 3 and then rolls over. And then we're going to see if price hits target 4 and then rolls over. If I'm wrong about this, then we would see price come up like this, flip these targets into support, and then go. I think this is a lower probability because the higher time frame, the weekly chart, is bearish, right? So as long as the weekly chart is still bearish, then we're gonna expect that these targets, 1, 2, 3, or 4 will get hit, and then we'll see it, if it rolls over and hits these lower targets. So let's look at the weekly chart. Aldo. Oh, Emmanuel. What's up, boss? What's up, Emmanuel? Aldo, also, when hitting your targets, do you take 33% take profit for everyone on hit? So sometimes I do. So it just depends if I think it's going to be a longer term trend. Like, for example, when Bitcoin was at 16,800 and I took a long position, I thought it would be a longer rally or a higher rally. So I didn't take profit at 33%. But if I just think it's going to be range bound, and maybe say, for example, if I'm on a lower time frame, like say the 1 hour or the 4 hour or the 8 hour or the 12-hour chart, and I just think it's a retracement shorter term, and I'm playing more of a retracement, yes, I'll take profit. Maybe at target 1, I'll take profit, or target 2. If I feel really confident at target 2, maybe I'll just take 50% off the table on target 2 and then try to push the rest of the trade. So it depends on what I'm looking at. But it's a good question. Yes. And okay. Yeah. All right. So this is the weekly chart. So yes, RSI is pending a buy signal, but it's so early in the week, right? So this is why I'm not looking at it as like, hey, well, there's a pending buy signal and it could be breaking out to the upside. It could, but I think it's less likely. Why? Because we have the trending line trending downwards on the weekly chart, and it's red. So what would have to happen is, we start seeing closes back above the trending line, and the trending line start to flip back around and then flips green and starts to trend. That would take some time to play out. So it's something to pay attention to, but this is a peak, right, on RSI. This is a lower peak. That's bearish divergence. This could be that lower peak on Bitcoin weekly chart, and then it continues downward after that. And then that means it would put in a lower high on the weekly chart and then continue downwards after that. So that's what we're kind of expecting. That's what gold did. That's what silver did. And it doesn't mean it's going to crash down, $16,000, $10,000, like, many call over and over again, and have been all through 2023 and been on the wrong side all of 2023. Let's see if there's any comments on Twitter real quick. No comments on Twitter, so nobody is asking me to. I want to make sure to try to chart as much as possible in the second half of this live stream. But you can comment on either the X app or the YT app, right? So we're live streaming the X and the YT app. Okay, so back to it. So it could put in that lower high similar to silver and gold. Everything is still trending down, and this is early on in the week. Like yesterday's weekly candle closed 5 p.m. my time, right? So it hasn't even been 24 hours in this new weekly candle. And similar to this weekly candle, it's not how the candle starts, it's how it closes, right? So even if it closes with a buy and we're up here, right? And RSI puts in a lower peak and the weekly price charts puts in a lower peak, it could just be coming back in, retesting the third target and roll over. And this would be that lower high. So that's still my main thoughts on it. And that's still my main thesis. So that's the weekly chart. That's why I'm expecting that. And that's why I'm not expecting that other option of where price breaks through target 3 and 4 and flips target 3 and 4 into support. And then we make not all time. We make new highs in 2023, right? So new highs above that 31,850, call it. That's not what I'm expecting as of now because of the weekly chart, right? So I'm sorry for the perma bulls, thinking that every buy is, or the perma bears thinking that every sell, is going to take us down to 10,000. So we're still now at $100,000 Bitcoin, like many analysts have talked about, all of 2022, all of 2023 so far. And we're still not at $10,000 Bitcoin or Bitcoin going to zero. Like I see many people posting on Twitter and, the X app and the YT app, YouTube. I'm not seeing that, right? So, the swing traders will continue to be on the right side of the trade and we'll keep moving forward. So this is what I'm still expecting. It could roll over, whether it rolls over, we'll be ready for it. Whether it rolls over and it's more of a shallow retracement, because we did have that pump back here at 28,000. This could end up being a lower high at target 2 and rolling over. One of the options was it could just be a very shallow retracement to the first target and roll over. That has no longer happened. So that is already off the table. So now we're at target 2 rollover, target 3, or target 4. So we're just going to watch this play out in real time and still pushing that buy on the Bitcoin long, right? So push it as long as possible. I did not take profit at target 2. Try to keep pushing it. It's still looking bullish at this moment, and we'll see where it goes from here. So we'll be watching it. Maybe by the end of September, it hits target 3, possibly target 4, and then we'll go from there. So that's Bitcoin. Okay, so we've been covering Bitcoin a lot. We can get into stocks too if we have some time, but I haven't been covering crypto as much on the live streams because it was looking like the stocks and major stocks were rolling over, and then they started to roll over. So now that Bitcoin has broken out, some of the cryptos assets have been starting to break out as well, and they could be lagging time-wise. So very similar targets like this. So if you missed Bitcoin, it's possible that you could still catch crypto and stuff like that. But you don't want to chase. For swing traders and traders in general, you don't want to chase the markets. You want to be watching this in real time, planning it out in advance, waiting patiently, seeing the bullish divergence, letting the trade come to you, right? And then after the bullish divergence, you're seeing the reversal, then you're seeing price break back above the trending line, and then it closes above, then you see the buy signal, and then price continues to move forward. So let's take a look at Ethereum. 20 viewers. I'm not on YouTube watching, so hopefully everyone is liking this, all 20 viewers. That's great to see. I'm glad everyone's on here. Please continue to hit the like button, comment if you're, subscribe so you can comment. If you can't comment or see the comments, make sure to subscribe, and then you can see the comments and you can actually type in an asset to view. So definitely subscribe and do that so you can do that. Okay, so here's Ethereum. You can see that the pending buy signal is flipping on and flipping off, right? So it's right at that edge. So very similar to Bitcoin, and we see this a lot. Sometimes Ethereum leads the way, and sometimes Bitcoin leads the way. In this case, Bitcoin led the way. Price broke back above on Ethereum. So let's kind of go back here. It dropped down, right? Let's see if it had that. Not really as much as Bitcoin. There's no bearish divergence followed by the reversal candle. So Bitcoin did have that bearish divergence, but there was bullish divergence, very similar to Bitcoin, right? So bullish divergence, not showing a reversal because we would have to change the settings. I can eyeball test it, but if we change this to 70, you're going to see a reversal candle. You should. Nope. Didn't see a reversal candle. Well, that was a fail. So let's change it back. But there was bullish divergence. Let's see. All right. So bullish divergence, right? And then you're kind of seeing that V on the RSI, right? And then you start to see, there's a close back above the trending line. And then there's a couple days of consolidation. And now you're seeing the trend line starting to curve back up, and it flipped green, as you can see. So a lot of times on the charts, I'll try to point things out like that. And that's what I'm trying to point to, right? So you got the trending green, the trending line flipping green and flipping up, right? RSI is gaining momentum, is gaining relative strength, right? And it could be flipping bullish and having a pending buy signal, right? So it was a pending buy signal right when he flipped to it. And you can see that there was like a mini pump, very similar to Bitcoin. So you can see, like, to visualize those same, we're at about target 1. So if I were to draw the targets on, target 2 would probably be up around here, just the eyeball test. Target 3, target 4, right? Very similar to Bitcoin. Target 2, 3, and 4, just like that. And then you can kind of draw out, like a very preliminary upward trend on, right? So if we're watching it play out in real time, could it hit target 2 or 3 or 4 and then roll back over, right? So that's what we're really watching on Ethereum. And that's going to be very similar to Bitcoin. And you're going to hear me talk about that all the time because I'm always comparing assets. Even though I trade the chart in front of me, first and foremost, I'm always going to look for a canary in the coal mine, as they say. Or, is there a asset that's leading the way? Or is there an asset lagging? Instead of me jumping in, if I had missed the Bitcoin long, which I did not, if I missed it, is there a lagging crypto asset that I could follow the blueprint of Bitcoin? Doesn't mean it's going to work out exactly the same, right? It's not going to hit the exact targets. Sometimes it does. It's not always going to hit the exact targets, but it could. And, when I shorted Ethereum at $4,380, right? When the bear market was happening, I felt like I took profit on Bitcoin at 61,000, but I'm on my long position, but I thought I missed the big move on Bitcoin. And so I did a side-by-side comparison. This is all on Twitter. I posted all on Twitter, more than 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, getting very close to 2 years ago now, but I posted all on Twitter and I did that side-by-side comparison of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I've been doing this for a long time, comparing Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it looked like Ethereum hasn't really fully broken down as quickly. Oh, and there's real time right there. Real time pending buy signal on Ethereum. Oh, don't need that. And so I went and shorted Ethereum instead of Bitcoin, and I shorted it with 10x leverage at 4,380, and it went all the way down to 2,500 before taking profit and waiting for that next short to bounce. I remember there were several influencers with huge accounts still calling for Ethereum breakouts at 4,380. It was a false breakout. I pointed it out. It was breaking above a downward trend line, but it looked like it was putting a lower high. So, all that stuff. West Diddy, listening and learning JL. West Diddy, what's up? Glad you're here. 9:26 a.m. sharp or late. What's up? Andre Britz, yo, Jesse. What's up, Andre? Welcome back. Andre's been following on Twitter and YouTube. Let me know if you're in the Discord, Twitter, YouTube, or the X app, whatever. If you're following me there, how long you've been following. I love to see the people who have been following for a long time, and all new people too. So if you're brand new, let me know if you're brand new. It's awesome. I think you're in for. I think it's going to benefit you if you're here and you're brand new. Okay, so that's Ethereum, pending buy signal in real time while we're on the live stream. So let's take a quick look at the weekly chart. And I'm going to go a little bit faster on DOT, Solana, Litecoin, ADA, and Matic so that we can chart some of your requests. So here's the weekly chart, right? So the weekly chart, you can see that if we draw this up on the daily chart where it could hit some of those targets visually, the trending line, it's still bearish on the weekly chart, and that trending line at about 17, it's a moving target, so about 1760 right now. It could pump back up, and then we see it reverse back down. So that's Ethereum. Now we're going to go a little bit faster on DOT because we've laid the groundwork on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and a lot of these crypto assets are going to look very similar. So we don't need to go over and over again. But you're going to start to see the similarities play out in real time. Nice pump today. It's probably a fake out. Andre, if you go back to the live streams and the charts, I don't call it a fake out because I'm playing it to the upside, right? It's already hit 2 targets, so I don't call that a fake out. A fake out is I think it's going to hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 targets of the retracement and never even hits 1 target. That's when I would call it a fake out. To me, if you're looking for a longer term, then I just call it a retracement or price putting in a lower high, right? And then before it rolls over. But if it's hitting targets on the way up as a swing trader, then I don't call it a fake out. I call it as it's a retracement. It could put in a lower high, and we're going to hit some targets along the way. Started with Discord and upgraded to recorded coaching. Yes, sir. Emmanuel, you've been around for a long time. Comment how long you've been following me on Twitter and stuff. I think it's at least 1.5 years, if not 2 years. So glad to see you. I've recognized your name for a long time, and I'm glad you're in the Discord. You're a contributing member to the community, and I appreciate you. And you're in our private live stream as well, you and Nick. It was just us 3. Not everyone can jump on the live streams all at once. And, so I'm glad you jumped on that private one. We're going to do more private live streams as well, where you're on video with me and we're analysts together. So, all right, let's keep going. We're already at 30 minutes in. So here's DOT, right? This is the daily chart. Let's take off the potential. I think I put this as a potential higher low on the weekly, maybe, or potential bullish divergence, possibly. Let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah, could be potential longer term bullish divergence, but let's get into the daily chart on it and kind of zoom in here. So you got these longer term downward trend lines that are drawn back, and I put this arrow out here. It's like a longer term higher probability above here is a higher probability reversal. But if we're zooming in on a lower scale and a lower time frame, might as well just take these off for now. We'll leave that arrow on for fun. But we're looking at, slight bullish divergence, very slight. The indicator is not picking it up, but if I change the input settings, it might pick up this bullish divergence as well. But for purposes of saving time, I can eyeball it and say this is slight bullish divergence. So slight bullish divergence. Real quick, let me change the settings to 70. See if I can redeem the indicator. See if there's a reversal on it. Nope, no reversal there. So let's change it back to 60. So this is what you can do. You can kind of like just change the settings quickly, see if there's reversal, for visual purposes. But I can tell you that, from looking at this, it's slight bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence. And then this could be a higher low, right? So it looks like it's potentially lagging Ethereum. Ethereum looks like it's potentially lagging Bitcoin. So we could be seeing a pending buy signal in the near future. Maybe it's today, maybe it's tomorrow. And then would it come up and hit, eyeball test target 1, target 2, target 3, possibly target 4. And then maybe we see lower prices after that. So that's DOT, could be lagging behind Ethereum. Let's look at Solana. So Solana, Bubble Donkey, MKR, USDT on Binance, please. Okay, you got it, Bubble Donkey. Bubble Donkey. That's such a great name. I love that. Bubble Donkey. That makes my day. Just reading that name. That's so funny. Saying it out loud, that's just hilarious. Okay, so no bullish divergence on Solana, but we do have relative strength, BTC dominance going up. Yep. Because Bitcoin's currently pumping the most right now. So you're going to see Bitcoin dominance as Bitcoin is more bullish right now. Arnold, what's up, my man? What's up, Arnold? Oh, longtime sniper there. Love it. Love to see the longtime snipers and the new snipers. Comment if you're a new sniper too, because we're here to help. We want to do the best we can every single day to help you sniper the markets, and we'll try to sniper them together as much as possible. So if you're here, welcome. Help. We're blocking out the noise together, and we're snipering the markets together. Rune has been insane bullish. Do you see it retrace somewhere, Jesse? And to where? All right, we'll take a look. Someone else requested Rune, unless that was you as well. But someone else, I believe, requested. Maybe Aldo requested Rune. So we'll take a look. So Solana price. You can see that RSI had a buy signal the day before. So it's giving us warnings ahead of time, right? Price closed back above the trending line. Price closed above the downward trend line, right? Came back tested it. And now it's looking like, potential higher low on RSI. And here we are. Now we have a pending buy signal on Solana. So kind of lined up with Ethereum on the pending buy signal, but there is no bullish divergence on Solana. So let's keep going. Try to get through these last three, and then we'll start doing the chart requests. So there was bullish divergence on Litecoin, followed by a buy signal, but it was a little bit more choppy. And so there's a sell signal and back tested, kind of like the downward trend line and the trending line, right? So this is a trend line. This is the trending line. Or if I change it to change the circle, so you can kind of figure out what I'm talking about a little bit easier. Let's see, change it circles. I kind of like the circles better. So 3 trending dots, 3 trending circles, call them trending dots, right? So it's a pending buy signal. So this, pumped up, right? Buy signal, came back tested it, and now it's resuming off. So another close back above is going to be a higher probability that it hits target 1, 2, 3, possibly target 4, and then we'll see from there. But that's Litecoin looking very similar to Ethereum and Solana, but more so than looking similar to Ethereum and Bitcoin, where it had that bullish divergence followed by the buy signal. So Cardano, no pending buy signal yet, right? So this could be another one lagging behind time wise. You can see that the sharpshooter RSI is not picking up bullish divergence here. But again, if I change the inputs and I change the settings, most likely the bullish divergence is going to pick up here. So again, bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence. This could be a higher low. And then we're going to see, potential pending buy signal on Cardano as well. And then we're going to just see if it's going to hit some targets. So just starting to break out of the downward trend line, and it's above the trending circle. So, is it going to move up like some of these other crypto assets, right? Oh, like this, back test and go? Is it going to do that? Or is it just going to be more like Bitcoin, silver, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and just start to move up like that and get that pending buy signal? So you just have to decide what your entry point is. But if you're looking at like entry points, I always like it right around there, right before or very close to like a pending buy signal or a buy signal. So I'm usually a little bit more aggressive myself, and I'm looking to get in, a higher probability, but also like a little bit before, a buy signal or a little bit before the pending buy, because that's when you kind of see that big flush up, and then you see if there's follow through after that. So that's Cardano. Could be lagging time wise. And then last one, Matic. Again, bullish divergence. Now we have, it doesn't say it, but it's a pending buy signal on RSI. So it could be pending, it could be lagging time wise on Matic. So it looks like it's still potentially early on Matic, right? Again, want to keep reiterating that, this is not financial advice. So always do your own research. I'm just showing you what I see on the charts, and I'm personally not in a Matic position. Although looking at this and seeing it, I may change my mind. So that's it for the Bitcoin and crypto. And then I'm going to go through some of these requests. So I'm going to start at the top. Brent, ETH. Yeah, covered ETH. Let me know if you have any questions, Brent. Can we do Rune Aldo? Yep, we missed it on Friday. All right, let's do it. Let's type it in. And let's see, we go crypto, Rune. And if you guys are looking at a specific exchange, type in what exchange you want me to look at, like Bubble Donkey. They did MKR/USDT on Binance, because sometimes people are looking at perpetual charts or they're looking at a different exchange, and there are different prices on different exchanges. So Rune, I'm just going to do Binance, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so Rune. Okay, so there is bearish divergence, right? So overall, it's still bullish. So overall on the daily chart is bullish. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart overall is still bullish, right? So you had this move, and it looks very similar to like when Bitcoin broke out in January 2023. So, is this a longer term rally possibly? Or is this at $2, right? So it's kind of hard to say at this current moment because it's so early in the week, but this could actually just reverse back down and come back and retest this, because it is getting pretty far extended away from the trending dots, which you can see is about $1.30, and it had such a nice move up. So if you look at it from like this wick to this wick, you're looking at 160% move, right? So is there going to be some sort of like bigger retracement, or at least on the shorter term? But overall, I have to say the weekly chart is still bullish on the weekly chart. Takes time to play out. It is it is slower moving than the daily chart. The daily chart is still currently bullish, right? The trending dots are still trending up, still green, right? There was a recent buy signal on the 16th, and but could that be it, right? It's possible. It's too early to call it, but this peak, and this peak is looking like bearish divergence, right? So the one thing about bearish divergence or bullish divergence, it can continue price and relative strength or other indicators that also show divergence can remain diverged for much longer than we think, and there could always be future divergence. So instead of guessing, a higher probability is that you you let the divergence play out, and then if there's a higher low that gets put in, that will be the higher probability that that was it, and price is kind of rolling over. So you just kind of have to decide what your strategy is, and it's still in this upward trend. So if you're seeing divergence, right, and then you see a lower high and then price starts to roll over, at what point do you consider taking profit, right? If you're in a long position, say you got in a long position back here, now you've got divergence forming, but everything is still bullish, and then say there's bearish divergence, say that's it, comes back down like this, right? Finds support, puts in that lower high, and then rolls over. At what point do you decide to take profit, right? That's something you have to decide. You have to have, before you get into a position, always map out, what's your entry point? What's your potential take profit? Where are you wrong? When things are breaking down or breaking up, like if you're in a short and price is breaking up, where are you wrong? Where is your stop losses? What's your risk to reward ratio? All the fun stuff that you want to do, mapping out before you actually take a trade. So it's not just a matter of jumping in on a buy signal or jumping out on a sell signal. If it was that easy, we wouldn't have to like coach people and talk people through it, right? So it's not that easy, and there's other things that are involved. So you got to have the entire plan laid out ahead of time. So that's Rune. Weekly chart still bullish, daily chart is still bullish. Map out, a higher probability that it's over, or you should take profit or consider taking profit is if price puts in that lower high. That's in and or price is breaking down, right? So if his price is breaking down, you just have to decide when you're going to actually take profit if you're in a long position. So that's Rune. Let's keep going. Let's see. So Rune. What else? Bitcoin, Doc, Bitcoin, and MSCI. I know you re-talked about it, so let me take a look at it. OP, manual. Let's look at OP. I had it on my chart, but I think I removed it. Let's see. Because I remember looking at it last week with everybody based off of. So OP, I'm just going to do Binance unless you specify. Where is it? Let's see, OP. Maybe it's on the watch list already. Where are you? The watch list has gotten a little long. It's not Ocean, right? No, it's not Ocean. Let's go OP again. OP, crypto. Go to symbol. There it is. Well, it took me to Ocean, so there we go. All right, let's go to the weekly chart. New comments. Let's see. Have you checked silver already? Yeah, I took a look at silver. I have it on the live stream, but I did take a look at it. Didn't seem like too much movement. Weekly chart is still currently bearish on, if this is OP, this is Ocean, right? Um, I don't think I think OP is different. I think this just kind of lagging here. I've been checking the internet nonstop. So when I'm not live streaming, it's like 900 megabytes per second with 115 upload. And so it should be ultra fast. And then I go into the live streaming and it drops it significantly. So it's definitely not the internet that I pay for, but it's the live streaming. So if anyone's got any great ideas on how to I'm using StreamYard. So if anyone's got any great settings on StreamYard to keep that streaming at a high speed, let me know, because I pay for high speed internet. And let's see, come on, let's do it. Let's look at it. Oh, there we go. Got it. Yeah, it's not Ocean. Um, so OP. So let me know if there's any like perfect settings for streaming, and I'd love to get that streaming speed higher so that there's no like delay and everything's faster. I don't know if it's possible or not, but I tested on 3 different devices, and it's all about the same. So you know, I don't think it's the device. It's not the internet. I think it really slowed down once I went to StreamYard. So but StreamYard's got a lot of positives to it, so I want to stay on StreamYard. I just want to know if there's any better settings or optimization on it. So OP, on the weekly chart, you can see it kind of broke out of this downward trend line. It's still below the trending dots on the weekly chart. Um, there are signs of life. RSI is at 46, so it's not like it's breaking down. Uh, but let's look at the daily chart. So on the daily chart, you can see it did break out of that longer term downward trend line. There was that RSI buy signal on the same day as the regular buy signal, and price started almost at the same time as Bitcoin, where price was getting back up in the trending dots and started closing above, and then consolidated for a couple of days, then had a buy signal, consolidated a couple more days, and now there's another pending buy signal. So it is, breaking out again. And if you were to draw this out a second time, so you had that buy signal and kind of letting the trending dots catch up, letting the moving averages catch up as well. So it is currently having a pending buy signal, with the caution that the weekly chart is still currently bearish. So if you're looking at a shorter term swing trade or a swing trade on the daily chart, then be aware and be cautious that the weekly chart is still currently bearish and is still under the trending dot. So that's OP. Just hit the mic. Hopefully, hopefully I didn't mute it. Nope, didn't look like I muted it. Give me a comment. Make sure I didn't mute it, because I've done that before. Manuel, let's go. All right. So if you're in a Rune long, what was your entry point, Emmanuel, on Rune? I'm curious, and what day did you decide to get in? Were you looking at a lower time frame or whatever? So if you're doing a let's go, you must be already in OP or Rune, and let me know what you're at. What was your Yup, it's different. Oh, okay, on OP, yeah. I'm assuming you're saying OP versus Ocean. Okay, so yeah, let me know Emilio. What's up, Emilio? Ape USDT. Okay, we'll keep going. That's my cue to keep going and stop rambling. So let's go back to the comments to see what else, kind of go down the line. Listening and learning. Already got that one. Yep, West Diddy. Let's see, Rune, Silver, Rune. Okay, let's do in at OP at $1.34. Yeah, I think you told me on the last live stream. So you're just at this point, you're just pushing your trade as long as you can, right? You've got a pending buy signal. You've got Bitcoin, hitting target 2. You've got Ethereum. You've got all these other crypto assets doing it. Will OP do it? There's no guarantee, but it is currently a pending buy signal and it's looking bullish on the daily chart. So trying to push that as long as possible. Comment, Emmanuel, let me know if where your stop loss is at, and have you decided to move it to break even? Because that is very important. And if not yet, when do you plan to move it your stop loss to break even? The reason why I like moving it to break even, and hopefully not too early, because you don't want to get your stop loss taken out and then have to re-enter. But moving it to break even, like I did on Bitcoin, gives you a risk-free trade. Basically, your only risk at that point is that it takes you out at zero, and you actually don't make any profits on it. But I am interested in that. So while you comment that, Emmanuel, let me know, and let's look at Ape, and then there's one more. I think it was Brent. Was it Brent or Doc Doc? Oh, it was Doc Doc. That MS. What was it? MSCI, right? So we'll take a look at that next. But since we're on crypto, it's a little bit easier to search, so I'm just going to do Ape. Let's let's finish crypto, and then we'll look at Doc Doc's request. Ape USDT. Okay, so there's also USDT. Okay, so we'll do Binance. Got it. Let's do Binance. USDT. Okay, so Ape is current Ape is currently ultra bearish. So it's really early. It's really soon, right? Um, Ape is still currently ultra bearish. So, and it could remain that way. Um, I can see that there's slight bullish divergence. So if I were to change the indicator on the sharpshooter RSI, there could be slight bullish divergence, right? Let's look at the weekly chart on Ape. Ape, it's ultra bearish as well. So you've got the daily chart and the weekly chart ultra bearish. So I call ultra bearish. You'll see the candles, right? Um, it's like ice cold or cyan, whatever color you want. Stop loss is 125, not moved to break even yet, waiting on today daily close. So Emmanuel's talking about he hasn't moved to break even yet, waiting on the daily close. It's good. If I think that's a smart play on Rune. I'm sorry, on OP. You're watching it very close. And if you get that flush move to the upside, I think that's when you can do move it to the break even. So I'm with you on that one, and just watching it closely and not being too eager to move it to break even. Let it breathe a little bit, but definitely have that on your radar. Ooh, we've got 18 viewers. We're moving up in the world. Here we go. We're rocking and rolling. We got 6 minutes left, but we're probably going to run over because there are some. We definitely got to cover one more asset that was early on, and possibly MKR for Bubble Donkey, just because that name is so awesome. And we'll keep going. So Ape, for me, it's not a move unless you're on maybe on a really low time frame for Ape. But for me, I wait for higher probability reversals. When the weekly chart is ultra bearish and the daily chart is ultra bearish, take a sip of water. Yes, the bottom could be in. Yes, there's bullish divergence or slight bullish divergence, but I need higher probabilities for myself to take trades, right? I am a risk taker, but I'm a calculated risk taker. So for me, I just want to wait a little bit more. If you're in a lower time frame, maybe it makes sense. Maybe you're on the 4-hour time frame, and the 4-hour time frame is bullish, right? So you just have to decide. Overall trend is ultra bearish, but maybe the 4-hour you're trading on the 4-hour chart, and you've got on the 4-hour chart, bullish divergence going back to last week, right? Bullish divergence, and then you've got a buy signal, and so maybe that's why you're looking at Ape. But for me to take it, I'm waiting. If it's not lining up the way I want it with the weekly chart and the daily chart and everything else, then I just choose not to take the trade, right? But if you're on trading lower time frames, maybe you're taking a shot with the 4 hour. But for me, I'm not. So, but that's what I'm seeing. Ultra bearish on the weekly, ultra bearish on the daily chart. The 4 hour chart has bullish divergence and it's currently bullish, right? So that's 8. Let's keep going, moving a little bit quicker. Bubble donkey, smiley face. Okay. MKR. I'm just still doing crypto because it's easier to search. But I'm not ignoring you, Doc. I'm going to get you. But let's go MKR. I'm just going to keep doing Tether just for search purposes. It's faster. Let's look at MKR. Hang in there, Doc. I know I'm going to get you. Michael Griffin, Shelly, long time Discord member. What's up, Shelly, aka Michael Griffin? Awesome, long time Discord member. Comment how long you've been a Discord member. We started the Discord. We went live like very end of February 2022 and pretty much beginning of March 2022. So a year and a half. Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun snipering the markets. Met a lot of good people in there. 40% of all Discord members have a 1 year plus badge. So they're marked with an orange badge because they're on fire. And they've been in the Discord more than a year. So shout out to them. This is the 4 hour chart on MKR. I'm not sure what time frame you're looking at. So we're gonna stick to the higher time frames, the weekly and the daily, for overall trend. If you happen to want me to look at a lower time frame, I'm happy to do so. Just let me know in the comments what time frame you actually want me to chart. No football fans today. No one's commented that the Vikings, are 0-2, but only one game back in our division. That's interesting. No football fans today. Everyone's strictly business on a manic Monday. Yeah. See if you're as old as I am and know what that song is talking about. So MKR. So overall, the weekly chart is bullish, right? The weekly chart is bullish. Is it going to put in slight bearish divergence similar to Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin had a very similar look. It seems like, price you could say that it's not even bearish divergence. It's very close. I probably have to zoom in here a little bit more. Let's take a look. Let's do it. Let's move in on the chart. It's more of a double potential top versus bearish divergence. But if this week closes above, right, similar to what Bitcoin did, if this week closes above this candle here at about 1252 on MKR, Dolphins pulled out another nail biter. Yep. I had 2 on my bench, which is good because Burrow slightly outperformed on my fantasy team and I won. That's neither here nor there, but I took up my dad in fantasy football. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Show no mercy. It's so close. That could be a very slight bearish divergence, depending on what the close was. It's so close. That could be bearish divergence, right? So you got the peak here, and then you've got a potential lower peak here. It's too early to call it. The week just started. So be aware of that. The weekly chart is still bullish, but there could be bearish divergence. There could be some signs. So daily chart, you have that bearish divergence, right? You've got continued bearish divergence. And then this could be your lower high. So similar to Bitcoin, you have bearish divergence potential in the weekly chart. You have bearish divergence on the daily chart, and this could be that lower high. So, but one thing to say, to look at this neutral and not to be biased in any way, the weekly chart is currently bullish. And the weekly chart, could it be retracing back to the trending dots and then making another move? It's possible. So You just have to decide what your take profit is, what your position is. Where did you buy? Did you buy back here? Did you buy back here? Where did you buy MKR? And kind of have that all figured out ahead of time. Hope that answers it. I think that was for Bubble Donkey, MKR. I hope that answers that. Nick, can you chart Doge? I was actually gonna Nick, of course. Is this the Nick that I know? I know a couple Nicks. Let me know what your Twitter and or possible Discord name is, Nick, or if you're a newer viewer, welcome. I'm just interested to know who everybody is. Give them shout outs. I like to see people I know, and I like to see new people. That come in, and we continue to build this community to be the best that it can, so we can all sniper the markets is to the best possible that we can. So Doge, I actually was going to do Doge as a top list, and then I just figured that it was going to get too long. So I know I have it on the top sniper 40. So that's Doge BTC. So Doge versus BTC, but I want Doge by itself. If I can't see it quickly, I'm just going to there's Bitcoin dominance. All right, so let me just search it real quick, just for saving time. We're already over an hour. Time flies when we're having fun staring at charts all day long. We can do this all day long. Love it. That football, and my wife's not watching this, and I doubt she's going to watch the live stream. But happy second anniversary to the wife, in case she does. In case she watches this, happy second year anniversary on this date. I keep things very simple, as simplified as possible in life. I met my wife on this weekend 8 years ago. I proposed to her in 2020 on the same weekend, and then we got married on the same weekend. So it's right around the third weekend of September every single year, so I don't forget, and it's smart. What was not planned and what was accident is that the best man of my wedding, longtime best friend since I was 18 years old, met him at Wells Fargo. Uh, anyways, he's got the same birthday as my wife, February 4th. My dad has got the same birthday as my wife, February 4th. So dad, best friend, and wife, all February 4th. That's crazy. But the third weekend of September is our when we met, our first date, and when I proposed, and then when we got married. So keep it simple. Not to get off track. Okay, where were we? Happy anniversary, wifey. Year 2. Can't believe you dealt with me that long. MSCI. Come on, Doc. I hope you're still here. All right, Doc index. We're going to go to indices. Thank you for typing that in so that we can look at it and it's faster. Let's see. All right, MSCI. Thanks for typing that in. And that, man, caps lock. Okay, so MXS. It's MXWO. Okay, so let me try MXWO. It's really great, just to make sure that I have the entire thing mapped out ahead of time. No symbol for MXO. MSCI. Can you try one more time? MSCI. Emerging markets index option settlement price. Maybe it's the China International. Where are we at? New comments. Let me know, Doc. MXWO. Okay. So that's where it got a little bit confusing. So MXWO. Because if you're in a different country, we probably don't look at this. See, MXWO. Yeah, I got MXWO indices. Let's just do all. So we're looking at ETF. Let me take a look. I'm not sure if this is what you're looking at or not. Comment, but we'll take a look at it real quick. And for purposes of time, we're already over an hour. But I definitely want to try to. I am from Germany. It may be different. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So it's not the ETF here, but since we're on it, this ETF looks like, potentially rolling over on the weekly chart. Invesco markets. Yeah, I don't think this is it. So, all right, let me look at some other ones. World ETF would be okay. Okay, hit me up later, and I'll definitely cover it tomorrow. I don't want to be bogged down on it, but just let me know. Emilio, just soccer, Jesse. Oh man, sorry, I'm not soccer expert. I know there's probably a lot of soccer people here. I was never good with, as good with the feet. I was better with catching footballs and catching baseballs and stuff like that. So, all right, let's go back. A quick look. Sorry, Doc. I failed you on that one, but we'll get it worked out for tomorrow. I'm sure not too much will change from today and tomorrow. But let's get that exact. I'll research it ahead of time just to save time. And I'm just scrolling the comments right now. John, go Fins. Yep. Dolphins pulled out another nail biter, John. Yep. Congrats on that. Jesse, I want to be a part of the Discord, but I want to pay with crypto. Unfortunately, I run all the payments through Stripe. So unfortunately, Stripe does not take crypto. Sorry, Bubble Donkey. That sucks. I know it's kind of blocked a lot of people for like 2 years or a year and a half, at least for the Discord. But before that, I had a paid newsletter, and if people want to pay crypto, I don't have that. So apologize. It's not me. It's Stripe. Blame them. But I want to run it through, a legit payment service, and I believe in Stripe, and I trust Stripe and stuff like that. So I run it through them. Tesla got rejected. Do you think it will go much lower at 261? You know what, John, you're always on here, so we're gonna look at Tesla. Thanks for always being on here and being supportive, commenting. I'm sure you liked it. And you're on here with us. So let's look at Tesla. Where are you? Where is Tesla? Got rejected, huh? Yeah, you must trade Tesla every day. You said 261, but 260 is prices at 267. So weekly chart, right? So it's too early to call it on the weekly chart, but after price came all the way up, hit this target, retraced, hit this key target area, it's still above the trending dots on the weekly chart, but there are signs of bearishness. We had that RSI sell signal. It's too early to call it. It could be putting in that lower high at 62 RSI, right? It could be putting in that lower high in the weekly at 273. There are gaps above and below as awareness for potential targets. Daily chart, I can feel it. I can feel the energy draining out now. It's always right around that 1 hour. So maybe I'll build up my stamina, maybe not. So you had that bearish divergence, right? Let's see there. Future bearish divergence came down, breakdown. This could be that lower high that we talked about last week. And it is starting to break down. It's too early to say if it's a lower high, but it looks like it could be. So if you get a close down here, I think the probabilities are stacking that it could be a lower high, similar to Apple. Apple's chart. I know it's bouncing today, but similar to like an Apple chart. So what else? What else? Doc. Yeah, we'll figure it out, Doc. We'll cover it tomorrow for sure. I'll dive into it. Don't forget Disney stock for tomorrow. Thanks, man. All right, Caesar. Let's put that on the list. Put that in comments early on too. Doc, Caesar. Let's get this figured out. Rodrigo. Hi, Jesse. What's up, Rodrigo? Replay crew. This is all. If you're on the replay crew, make sure to comment. Even if you comment what you want me to chart, I can chart it for you tomorrow. We're gonna be doing this again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Thanks for everyone's support. I appreciate it. Liking, commenting, subscribing, as the ticker says. Comment any assets if you're the replay crew, and I will take a look at it for you tomorrow at 9 a.m. sharp. The first 15 to 30 minutes I'll be going through 5 to 10 charts, and then the last 15, 30, in this case almost 45 minutes of charting the assets you want me to chart. Try to help you out. Let's try to sniper these markets together. Thank you. Hope you have a good day, and let's get this week started off right. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.